like to bid welcome Your Excellency, the President, and my dear friend, Museveni, thanking you once again to responding to our invitation. I would like to express my satisfaction for the conformity of the points of view and analysis about the issues that have been discussed in our meeting and the results, fruitful results that we have reached during your state visit you are making to your second country that has been reinforced, in which meeting the friendly relationship and solidarity relationship and cooperation have been intensified. The historical one that is based on a consultation, organized consultation between our two countries. Algeria is keen to develop its relations with the Republic of Uganda and with its African depth, and it considers as a strategic orientation. Your visit, Your Excellency, the President, is an opportunity to work together to develop our bilateral relations through exploiting the opportunities that are offered in our respective countries. I would like to stress during this meeting our availability and readiness to share the experiences and the expertise in the field of energy and agriculture and food industries and higher education and scientific research. And by the way, I would like to commend you for congratulate you for the discovery of hydrocarbon. I hope to reinforce our cooperation in the field of energy. I would like as well to point out as for the importance that we give to the meeting of the second round of the joint committee that will enable us to set up the legal framework for cooperation, and we hope that the setting of this meeting will be made very soon, and we'll work to activate the Algerian Uganda joint committee to activate it, and we hope together, we promised after the fasting month, the month of Ramadan, 150 members of a delegation will make a trip to your country to see with their counterparts about the possibility of exchanging and investing. And we hope that we'll program this meeting very soon, and will activate the Algerian-Uganda joint committee. It will be a framework that will allow the business community to exploit the opportunities in order to boost the dynamism, to boost the trade and commercial relation between the two countries. And we recognize that our trade relations and an exchange are lower than the political ties. This is why we should raise the level of trade exchanges in order to reach the level of our political ties between the two countries, two republics. Excellency the President, and Algeria in the framework of African complementarity has built the Trans-Saharan Road and the Trans-Saharan Algeria and through Niger gas pipe, and the linking through the fiber optic, and we want with African countries to reach the African integration through the African continental free area free trade area. Our country, starting based on our conviction that security and stability is related to development, will not hesitate to provide assistance to some African countries through technical assistance and logistic assistance and the development programs. And from this perspective, I've decided recently to earmark $1 billion USD for the National Agency for the International Cooperation in order for solidarity and development as an expression of a spirit of solidarity with African countries and African countries. Excellency the President, the consultation between the two countries, the two brotherly sister countries, in order to coordinate the positions in the regional international fora, and is a source of satisfaction for us, and we should continue our endeavors, common endeavors in this context. And in this context, we express our support for Uganda in preparing the 19th edition of the non-aligned movement that will be hosted by Kampala at the end of this year, and the group 77 plus China. In this framework, I would like to praise your support that you brought, that Algeria will organize a preparatory meeting for the non-aligned movement in next summer, in June or July. And Excellency the President, I would like to express through this forum to express the stable position of the Republic of Uganda to be in solidarity for the decolonization movement of the Western Sahara and defending the Palestine state for its liberation. So we have the duty with the African leaders to intensify our efforts, to double our efforts, collective efforts, in order to have more political and material support for the Palestinian and Western Saharan people, and inviting the international community to assume its historic responsibility and to enable them to their independence and self-determination at the end. All the consequences of the crisis that are taking place in the world and our continent, many of the African continents, African countries are suffering from internal crisis. I would like to praise the role played in order to reinforce stability and peace, particularly in the Sahel region, and Algeria that is chairing the peace and national reconciliation in Mali, considers that the agreements signed in 2015 is the suitable framework for settlement of the crisis in this country. With your permission, I would like to talk about the good offices and the peaceful settlements that we're making. I would like to praise the participation, the contribution of your country in the mediation in order to settle the problem in DRC. Wishing you full success while you are continuing your efforts in order to find a peaceful solution in this conflict that has become a real human crisis. Long live friendship between Uganda and Algeria, and I thank you for your kind attention. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.
Your Excellency, my delegation and myself are very happy to be here on your invitation on the state visit, and we have had a very fruitful discussions. As we discussed in our private meeting, modern prosperity is based on the production and sale of goods and services, which means therefore you need three actors. You need a producer of goods and services, but you also need a consumer, the one who buys. If you don't have enough buyers, the business will not thrive. That's why, since 1980, the African leaders realized the issue of economic integration through the Lagos Plan of Action. It has taken time to be realized, but we are moving. We have now agreed on the CFTA, the Continental Free Trade Area. But in order for that to happen, you must have peace in the country, in the continent. And that's why, therefore, the discussion between His Excellency and myself focused on the issue of peace in Africa. After peace, then you need infrastructure. And as you heard, Algeria has already moved on that front by building communication linkages through the Sahara to West Africa. That's a very positive contribution. I hope a railway system will be built between North Africa, between the Maghreb and West Africa, because that one would make trade much easier. But we are continuing, and we have got same ideas with Algeria. Apart from the continental efforts, the common market of Africa, which is now 1.5 billion people. However, by 2050, the population of Africa will be 2.5